that's being made down there. Appreciate it for your time. All right, we got 2 more presentations left, and then I'll wrap for today. So if you could hang in there, we have our presentation from Spain first here, and then after that we'll have, last but not least, from Bangladesh. So Spain and Luis, you are on.
Yes, so this next presentation is from Spain. Just want to give everyone a heads up. It is artificial intelligence.
Oh, noted. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a privilege to address you today, from Spain, at this summer gathering of the Air Mobility Institute, where professionals, innovators and decision-makers from every corner of the globe come together to imagine and build the future of advanced air mobility. I am Luis Lira, aeronautical engineer, CEO of Ovantia and director of Negocio Aeroespacial. Over the next few minutes I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore how Spain is becoming a real-life laboratory for the next generation of aviation, and why what is happening here matters to the entire world. The first half of 2025 has been a turning point for our country. For years, we have talked about urban air mobility, about drones and air taxis as something belonging to the future. But in these last 6 months, those concepts have moved from PowerPoint slides to the real sky. Across Spain, more than 100,000 registered drone operators are now taking part in a coordinated ecosystem, applying new technologies to solve practical problems in transport, logistics, inspection and emergency response. Let me start with logistics and infrastructure. Autonomous drones are now performing systematic inspections of thousands of kilometers of high-voltage power lines, oil pipelines, and railway tracks. These aircraft carry high-resolution cameras, thermal sensors and LiDAR, generating digital twins that allow engineers to detect anomalies without a single person leaving the ground. This is faster, safer and dramatically reduces CO2 emissions compared to traditional helicopter operations. Then came the demonstration that truly captured the world's attention. In February, on the coast of Benidorm, for the very first time in Europe, an electric air taxi took off and flew over an urban environment, fully integrated with a fleet of drones operating simultaneously. This was not a simulation. It was a glimpse of how our skies could look in the coming years. Aircraft, large and small, working together, coordinated through digital platforms, without conflict, without noise, and with zero emissions. In May, another historic milestone took place in La Gomera, in the Canary Islands. The first drone flight in Spain for transporting urgent medical samples successfully connected San Sebastián and Playa Santiago in just 10 minutes, far shorter than the 40 to 50 minutes by road, and carried refrigerated samples with zero emissions. This pilot project establishes La Gomera as the first Spanish territory to demonstrate medical drone logistics, cutting emissions and paving the way for future routes between islands and remote areas. This demonstration was not isolated. It was part of a broader roadmap that began in January with the publication of Spain's white paper on vertiports. This document lays out how cities will prepare for the infrastructure of the future. Networks of small landing pads and vertical ports in places such as Madrid, Saragossa, Lugo, and Jaén. For the first time, local authorities, national regulators and the private sector are working from the same blueprint to ensure these new systems fit seamlessly into our cities. And of course, no innovation can fly without a strong regulatory framework. That is why the entry into force of Royal Decree 517/2024 has been such an important milestone. This regulation brings the U-Space concept to life, establishing digital corridors in the sky where drones and, very soon, electric air taxis will operate safely. It introduces the concept of real-time authorizations, electronic identification of aircraft, and service providers that manage the flow of traffic in our low-level airspace. For the first time, Spain has a unified digital airspace that anticipates the mobility of the future. Behind these regulations there is another essential piece: people. Recognizing this, Andalusia has launched a training program to prepare more than 2,600 specialized technicians in new aerial systems, avionics, safety management and maintenance. These young professionals will be the backbone of this new era. The first half of the year has also been marked by events that brought the community together. In Madrid, the Drone City Connect Forum created a space to share use cases and experiences from all over Europe. The Welcome Open Day in Benidorm, as I mentioned before, showed for the first time how drones and air taxis can coexist. And in June, I Am Spain 2025 transformed Ocaña and Madrid into the heart of European advanced mobility, with 2 days of live demonstrations, conferences and an unforgettable nighttime drone pyro show that lit up the sky. These events are not just exhibitions. They are test beds where authorities, engineers, Universities and companies align strategies, test procedures, and share lessons learned. Also worth mentioning is a significant academic and educational development in Spain, the launch of a new Master in Advanced Air Mobility program by ITI Area in collaboration with the Advanced Air Mobility Institute. This executive program provides deep training on WAAM, IVTOLs, vertiport infrastructure, regulations and market models, preparing professionals to lead in this fast-growing sector. Now Spain's autonomous region of the Canary Islands has taken another leap forward. In May, the regional government launched the Canary Islands Aerospace Strategy, a coordinated public-private framework to attract aerospace companies, diversify the economy and position the archipelago as a key aerospace hub in the Atlantic. With its excellent climate, geographic position, research infrastructure and strong fiscal incentives, the islands aim to become a strategic node in European air mobility innovation. What comes next is even more exciting. During the second half of 2025, we will see the first vertiport platforms completed and certified for real operations. We will see the preparation for demonstration flights by AENA, connecting Malaga with Granada and Mallorca with Menorca using fully electric aircraft. We will see the expansion of U-Space services, allowing automated flights to be scheduled, authorized and monitored in real time from a digital platform. Thanks to the new European regulations introduced this summer by ESA, called the IAM framework, these aircraft will now operate under a common standard across the continent. And at the end of the year, the Second Aerospace Congress of the Canary Islands will bring together international experts to explore the role of islands as strategic hubs for the deployment of air mobility services. This Congress will also present the first projects that are emerging from the new Canary Islands Aerospace Strategy. This wave of innovation translates into real opportunities. We are talking about new business models for logistics and rapid transport, emergency services that can reach a crisis area in minutes, sustainable connections between cities and islands that reduce travel times from hours to minutes, and vertiports that will one day be as familiar as today's train stations. Projects such as the medical drone delivery network that began in La Gomera will scale to other parts of the country, allowing critical samples and medicines to be delivered quickly, safely and with zero emissions. Another important step will be the strengthening of talent. Along with initiatives like the Andalusian Technical Training Program, the launch of the Master in Advanced Air Mobility will begin forming executives and specialists with a global vision. This new generation of professionals will be essential to design, regulate, and manage air mobility systems in Spain and in Europe. Behind every drone and every electric flight there are people, pilots learning new skills, multidisciplinary teams and research centers, entrepreneurs taking risks, and public authorities committed to creating the safe environment this transformation requires. Advanced air mobility is not just about technology. It is about collaboration, vision and talent. 2025 is the year in which Spain opens its skies to the future. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I invite all of you, wherever you come from, to continue working together, building bridges between continents and creating this new way of connecting people, cities and opportunities. The future is already in the air. For more insights and updates, I invite you to visit negocioaeroespacial.com, follow us on LinkedIn at Negocio Aeroespacial, and if you wish to connect and continue this conversation, you can find me on LinkedIn as It's Business Development.
Okay. AI generated, gets to the point, quick and easy. Thank you from Spain for that presentation.